通过少林功夫，我们连接了世界5大洲不同的国家与地区的人们及文化。功夫让我们团结在一起。
Mein Name ist Rinto und ich komme aus der Schweiz.
My name is Markus Hanisch from Shaolin Kung Fu.
My Buddhist name is Xinhua.
Sama， 跟我练功去。
2022年少林网络考公大赛开始了。
Hello everyone, this is Rolly with Xinhua News Agency. Now we're at Shaolin Temple in central China's Henan province, which we call the birthplace of Shaolin Kung Fu. At this moment, there is a virtual Shaolin Kung Fu contest being held in this temple. Over 5,000 contestants from 89 Asian regions and countries have participated in this event. So let's go in and check it out. To have a more professional and comprehensive understanding of the contest, I have invited Master Yan Li to join us. Hello, Master Yan Li.
Hello.
Hello, Master Yan Li. It's really nice to have you here. Please introduce yourself to our viewers.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Shi Yan Li, and I'm a Shaolin monk. I became a Shaolin monk when I was 18 years old. Now I'm 38, so that means I've been a Shaolin monk for 20 years.
So, Master Yan Li, we all know that Shaolin Temple is a time-honored place with a history of 1,500 years. So, could you please give us a brief introduction of Shaolin Temple and Shaolin culture?
Here's the temple gate, and the Shaolin Temple, the 3 words, is written by Emperor Kangxi. That means from Qing Dynasty. As you know, Shaolin Temple is the birthplace of Shaolin Kung Fu, but also is the birthplace of Chan Buddhism. So we talk about Shaolin culture, it's not means equal to Shaolin Kung Fu. So it's a very multiple culture thing. So there's main part of it is Chan Buddhism, Chan medicine, and Shaolin Kung Fu. So Shaolin Kung Fu for us, or for most of Shaolin Kung Fu lovers, is a way of life. So you can live healthy and peacefully.
So Shaolin Kung Fu is only a part of Shaolin culture. I've also heard that Shaolin Kung Fu contest is an important tradition of Shaolin Temple, right? Just like the final examination of Shaolin disciples. So tell me more about it. What does it include?
In our tradition, or in Chinese Buddhist tradition, is as you said, is a year final test. Yeah. So especially for the young monks, so we'll invite some our venerable monks to give them a test to see where they need to go, or where they need to improve. So after the test, they will give the young monks more new advices for the next year.
So Shaolin Kung Fu contest is also a part of Shaolin Cultural Festival, which I know it has been held in many places such as in Europe and North America before. But this year, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, the Kung Fu contest has moved online. So there is no geographical restrictions this year, and many more people can take part in this event. Do you have any restrictions or requirements for those contestants?
As you said, because of the COVID-19, we have less chance to exchange our experience or to meet each other. The Abbot hold this event for the Kung Fu lovers from the worldwide. Because it's an online event, so you can join it anywhere, any countries and regions. So
Do you have age restrictions like?
no, and also nationalities and race and countries.
Yes.
Before we set up, the deadline of it is January 31st, but because of a lot of the Kung Fu lovers' passions, the great passions, so also with the Abbot's compassion, so we cut off the deadline.
I can feel the great enthusiasm of Kung Fu lovers from the delay of deadline. But how have you found their passion? I mean, foreigners' passion for Shaolin Kung Fu. I mean, how do they learn it?
I was sent to America by the Shaolin Temple in 2010. I used to be the secretary of Shaolin Association of North America. In the different countries and areas, we opened over 200 culture centers and schools. So it's more like a training center for the local people, for the local community, so they can learn Shaolin Kung Fu there, and also they can experience like Chan Buddhism. So Shaolin culture is a way of life, a health way of life. When we talk about healthy, means your body and mental.
Well, as for beginners just like me, if I want to start the training, where should I start with?
Okay, I will show you later. And
Okay.
here's the competition set. Let's go inside and check
Okay,
out.
follow us. 走走走。So here is the contest venue.
Right.
I really need to keep my voice down. So now we are going into the contest venue. Master Yanni, can you just introduce the contest modality for us?
Okay, let's get closer. And right now, here's the competition set. So you can see there are 3 teams of referees, and we have 4 videos online. So every contestant can see their videos online at the same time.
It's live broadcasting.
Right.
Now showing the Shaolin Temple Beilang, one of the
let's look around.
easily
Okay.
ignored places of treasure. The history of the Shaolin Temple is recorded here.
As Master Yanli said, in order to ensure the fairness and transparency, the contest will be broadcasting live. All the contestants can see each other's performance, and the whole assessment process on the official website. So what are they performing now?
Right now you can see 2 boys. They're doing pair exercises. So through this practice, they can improve their skills in a real situation to be more harmony and more clear.
But how do we tell if their performance is good or not? What's the criteria?
First thing we'll check out are the focus when they're doing their performance, and also we'll see the movements and between their body and the harmony of it.
Well, the way you look so great, can you just show us one move?
Why not? Let me introduce Master Yanchen. He's one of great Kung Fu monk of us.
Hello, Master Yan Chen. Please show us.
Okay.
Okay.
Now Shui is a follower of a
outside.
"那我给大家展示一个少林的一招功。少林一招功呢，就是把少林拳法里的一个动作提炼出来，把它的攻防含义我们给它练一下。
Right now, I'm going to show one move.
接下来展示的这个是来自于少林
Shaolin one move is
龙门铁三
a movement from the Shaolin form.
That's awesome. I'm wondering, can we video calling some of the contestants later?
练得真棒。那我们能不能连线几位我们的参赛者做一个连线呢？采访。
我来安排。
Thank you. Hi, Martha. Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So, could you please introduce yourself first to our viewers?
Yes, sure. Okay, so my name is Marta. I come from Belgrade, Serbia. I'm 29 years old and I'm an anthropologist.
Wow, that's cool. So, when did you start the training of Kung Fu?
Well, I trained martial arts before I came to the Shaolin Temple, but I started training Kung Fu in the temple itself in 2018, April of 2018.
So, why do you like Shaolin Kung Fu?
Well, since I was little, I was very interested in the Shaolin culture. Firstly, in Chan Buddhism, because my mom used to read koan stories, Chan stories to me and my brother when we were little. And it seemed very interesting to me, and I really wanted to understand it because it was really, it was different from my culture where I grew up in Serbia. We don't have Buddhism.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the first part that attracted me to Shaolin culture, and the second part is that I love martial arts, and I've been first it started with watching Chinese movies, and then with the practice itself. So it was always my dream to come to China, and especially to the temple. So I came in April 2018. I stayed for 2.5 years. I did my PhD fieldwork in the temple. And at the same time, I practiced Shaolin Kung Fu. So it was at the same time my love towards this martial art practice and this interest for understanding how can Chan Buddhism permeate a martial arts. How can it actually be embodied in the body practice? So this was kind of my approach to Shaolin Kung Fu practice.
So, have you ever found the inner peace or the balance from the practicing of Kung Fu?
Yes, actually, well, I think that people who practice it all around the world, whether it's a secular practice or one that has to do with Buddhism, both are very beneficial, both to our mental health and to our physical health. I think that it, for me personally, was very important to learn the self-discipline and this discipline that that stems from the Chan Buddhist culture, but can help an ordinary person in our everyday contemporary life find mental strength, calm, and help us actually know ourselves better. So I think there is both this contribution towards our personal mental health and towards our physical health.
I'm also sure there are so many Kung Fu lovers watching you. Can you give them some encouragement to inspire them?
Yeah, sure. Well, practice of Shaolin Kung Fu is quite hard. Even the Kung Fu monks, when you ask them what is Kung Fu, and they say it's effort and sweat. It has to be, because you have to invest effort in order to progress.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't happen overnight. So patience and effort, and that's the only way that you will progress physically and mentally.
That's great. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
I hope to see you after the pandemic in China.
Yes, I can't wait to come to China. I miss the temple and I miss China very much.
Okay, thank you. That's all. Bye. Hello. Can you introduce yourself to us?
Okay. So hello, my name is Abbot. I'm 30 years old.
So you're so young. When did you start the practicing?
Actually 2 years ago.
How do you find it interesting? Like Kung Fu is really a hard work.
Definitely it is challenging, but I do love it a lot, and I come here every day, and I try to come when I can.
So you come to the center every day. Can you show us some kind of your performance in the video?
I'm not bad right now. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine. Do you want to come to China?
Oh yes, definitely. I would admire China a lot, and I would love to see the Chinese temple.
Okay. I hope to see you after the pandemic, and good luck to your contest. Hope you have a good score. So thank you today.
Thank you.
So bye.
Bye.
Could you please introduce yourself to our viewers?
My name is Werner Reining. I am 81 years old.
81 years old. When did you start the training, the Kung Fu training?
I started training Kung Fu 8 years ago.
So, how do you find your interest in playing Kung Fu?
I like Kung Fu very much. It became part of my lifestyle. It is necessary to concentrate and to do exercises in order to stay in good physical and mental shape. And it became part of my life.
Yes, sure. So good luck, and I hope you have a good result. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Abbot. I come from Poland, and I live here in Austria, in Vienna, and I'm an actress. And now, since 3 years, I'm joining to Shaolin Temple here in Vienna.
Do you want to come to China, like in Shaolin Temple?
Yes. Yes, I would like to come to China, and I wanted to come this year, but because of this COVID situation, it's not possible. So I hope that when it will be over, when we all will be free and healthy, I have to come to China, Shaolin Temple.
I also hope after the pandemic you can have chance to come here and we can meet face to face.
Okay, thank you so much, and it was really big pleasure, and I'm so happy that I could be a part of this Shaolin online games.
Thank you. Bye. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for sharing. After chatting with our overseas Kung Fu players, now we're on the road to meet Abbot Yongxin of Shaolin Temple. Let's hear how he thinks about this online Kung Fu contest. Abbot Yongxin, could you share with us your ambition to holding such a grand contest like this? And except for the contest, are there any other activities or events like this aims for the transmission of Shaolin Kung Fu and Shaolin culture?
我们这次考公大会从去年年底就开始筹备，到现在将近2个月时间了。这次考公大会主要考虑海外少林弟子，疫情期间，相互不能见面的情况下，少林寺给他们提供一个平台，5大洲不同文化、不同背景的人能够在线上能够面对面的交流分享他们对少林文化的理解，分享他们少林故事，通过这样的话， 能提高身心灵的愉悦健康。这个我们认为这是一件功德的事情，非常有意义的事情。因为过去少林寺跟世界各国互动都比较多，每年有甚至多达2000多人次来自世界5大洲，住在少林寺学习少林功夫，体验少林生活。我们每年都会在400人次以上到世界各地进行文化交流。我们近几十年在海外开设了很多少林文化中心，同时也跟海外的一些文化机构、一些大学做过一些合作。大学开设少林文化的研究、少林文化的课程，做了很多这方面的尝试。所以少林文化是不同信仰、不同文化都很喜欢。
Thank you, Abbot Shi Yongxin. See you next time. Just as Abbot Shi Yongxin said, currently the whole world is fighting against COVID-19 pandemic. Through the virtual contest, we hope all the Kung Fu enthusiasts can inherit the skill of Shaolin Kung Fu, benefit in health, obtain happiness, and be full of positive energy. That's all for today's show. Thank you. See you next time.